Oh wow, day 4. I feel a lot better now. I was exhausted earlier. I tried to record a couple videos. Exhausted from this massage I had today, so it was it was intense. I went for my first chakra massage, I guess it's called. But it man, talking about wishing I'd have did that a long time ago. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. If you guys haven't heard it, every single video I try and record right now, this chicken is obsessed with just follow me around and will not shut up. Had her for 3 years, and she's been losing her mind for 3 weeks now. I don't know what the deal is for her. I've tried. She has everything she needs. Oh, where do I even start with today? Well, first, let me talk about, because this has been something I've been working on for a long time, on how to help someone really special to me, and I was able to do that the last 2 days finally, and it was pretty amazing actually. So I wanted to share that. So back in November, right before Thanksgiving, my father-in-law, who's struggled with his health for the last few years, with like blockages and stuff, like especially his legs, getting blood clots in his legs and stuff. So in November, he went into the hospital to try to once again relieve a blood clot, a clear one in his lower part of his leg, and he ended up losing his leg twice actually. Like once, first time below the knee, second time above the knee. And and from there, I mean, at one point he had the surgery. When he had the first surgery, like he just went downhill fast. Like that's why he needed the second surgery. He flatlined. I mean, like the whole real deal. And he's pretty much been bedridden ever since. I mean, it's been a slow, painful decline for him. And to see that with my father-in-law was tremendous. It was just, I mean, hard to put in perspective, because my father-in-law, like I've known this man for 20 years. One tough, like in my wedding picture, he looks like Grizzly Adams, big beard, like up to here, you can't see nothing but his eyes. Big, biking, like serious dude, right? Like at the height of his career, him and his buddies that he's worked with, known as like high school, started like the largest commercial framing company in Northern California at the time. I mean, it sold years ago in the other commercial, but at the time, like this thing was massive, and he was like in charge of all the money and stuff. And this is like a $200 million company. It was crazy, right? So I mean, this dude knows what he's doing. Like when he got into motorcycles, for instance, he lived in California, we lived in Georgia at the time. He bought motorcycles. He would ride them from here, Sacramento, to Georgia and back for something to do. Just get on it and go. I mean, he's strong, and I'm just telling you all that to set him up, how difficult it was going to be to really get him some help, to get him to listen to me, because he's also a recovering alcoholic. He's been sober for like 35 years. He had been sober for 10 years when I met him. So he's very much against, his recovery was extremely important to him. He gave him his whole life, and so he's very respectful of it, and you have to be respectful of it to be in his life. And, it's intense stuff, but he's been in so much pain throughout this process, and I've been encouraging, and I've had some success. I've gotten him to try like the ratio stuff, the medical marijuana ratios, got him to try the pills, the tincture, like have him sleep a little better as this throughout the months, But as it's progressed, it's just gotten a little worse and worse. And one of the biggest problems he's having is with his arthritis. He has it everywhere, and he can't take any kind of treatment for it, steroids or anything for it, because of other health problems he's having with his lungs, right? So his arthritis is just a nightmare. I mean, you can't be around him and you just want to break down. He's in so much just agonizing pain. But anyway, he, I finally, a couple weeks ago, recharged. Damn. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I got a buddy of mine who makes like this balm out of marijuana. He gave me a little sample, and I went over and gave it to my wife to take to him. They tried it, rubbed it on him, and it gave him some pretty good relief, for his arthritis. So he was willing to try a little more of that. So yesterday I took him over um, some balm, 3-to-1 stuff for that. And it was amazing because when I got there, first of all, I mean, he couldn't even move his arms to like shake my hand from the bed. And my mother-in-law rubs this stuff on his shoulders, and within like 10 minutes, he was raising his arms above his head, like he was able to stretch, right? He just been laying there for hours. He was able to stretch, man. So that was pretty cool. But it wasn't enough. You could tell he was still in some real physical pain from other things too. So I told him, I was like, look, if you trust me, I want to get you something a little different, a little stronger. But I know that it'll help you. And I just need you to trust me. And because it's taken me 6 months to get him to even, well, it wasn't even me. I think it's the pain that's brought him there. I've just kind of hung with him through it with him so far. But I could tell that he had kind of reached the point because he's starting to talk like other options and stuff, which you couldn't blame him either. It's that bad. But anyway, so last night came home, picked up some chocolate covered pretzel edibles, and took them over to him this morning. And now he's very funny because when I got there, I was like, "Hey, I got you these pretzels. Now each pretzel is like 10 milligrams each. So when you start small, bite, nibble, but it takes a while for it to get in your system this way. So you're gonna have to kind of wait and see how to. Man, I couldn't say any of that. He just gobbled this thing down. He just gobbled it down. Set it up. I look at my wife and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, good for him. So we were there. We hung out with him about half hour, maybe close to another hour, and maybe an hour, and you could tell he was starting to, man, you saw a little bit of himself coming back. Like he started to kind of laugh a little bit and make little jokes. Like he's looking forward to trying to get out of the house coming up soon for a family get together for my daughter. And he said we're gonna have to. Like I told him that I would I read about this process called microdosing,